Hello? 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 Hee. Oh great, yes, rapidly unsubscribing, that's fantastic. Good afternoon everybody, good morning for me, Jesus. I wanted to start early so that if we wanted to continue for a while to make sure we hit the milestone, that I wouldn't be going too late into your guys' thingy. What the fuck am I trying to say? That it wouldn't be up too late for you guys or anything. But then it was on the same night that I announced my cover, and so I was really excited, and I was reading all of the stuff, and I was reading all of the tweets and replies, and I was getting so excited and happy and everything, and oh yeah, very funny guys. I was reading all the tweets and replies, and so I literally stayed up quite late because I was just really excited to see all of the little theories and all of the plans you guys had and everything, and all of the new fan art. It just, I don't know. It made me really, really, really happy. Crystal, Sosadi, 977, Anne, Ariane, Yu, thank you very much. And Kathy, thank you for the Akasupa. Thank you so, so much. Evening, my lord, I just had my 20th birthday a few days ago. Seeing you happy and healthy is my biggest birthday gift ever. I love you. I love you too. And happy birthday. I hope you had a really wonderful day. Thank you so much for celebrating it with me. Oh, Crystal, thank you very much. BB-chan, thank you for the Akasupa. What is that? I never dreamed of lore and a cover. Huge surprise. Thank you for the Akasupa, BB-chan. Yum Sui, Jenny, Alex, Tokito, Rebecca M, Aura, thank you very much. Yes. Sal, thank you very much. I am very excited. Adedede, thank you very much. Dorado as well, thank you for the Akasupa. Oh, we're going to be responding to these for a while. You put me in an emotional roller coaster yesterday. Felt like Kindred, but what I said is true, so I don't regret it at the end. Made it all worth it. Yeah, I want to say, I am sorry. I am sorry if I made anyone genuinely worried about me with my mysterious tweets. I want to make something very clear. I know I'm very menhera online, and I'm very much open about being a silly little boy, but I will never reach a point, at least I would hope not, I will never reach a point where I wind up getting upset and I vague post about it in edgy poetry. I would really hope that I never reach a point in my life where I'm that desperate for attention. I was just trying to tease the cover, that's all. Hayako, thank you very much. Yuki, thank you very much as well. Alright, I'll get through these supers and then I'll tell you guys what my plan is for today. Witie, Huma, Fafa Family, thank you very much. Michiko, thank you very much. Witkistry, thank you. Witchistry, I guess, thank you. Sledge, thank you very much. Summer02, thank you. Lulu, Sola, Puka, Nekosaka, Cello, Haru, Momoli, Glitter, thank you very much. Oh gosh, goodness me, you guys are being so generous. Vanessa, thank you very much. Oh, Jesus. Jean, Ame, thank you very much. Penguram, thank you. Shooing Babe, thank you. Saki, thank you very much. Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you as well. so glad I could break your art block. That makes me really happy. Out and done. Thank you very much. Yuisu, and so Gladys and Nezumi and Moyin Chen and Snow Neko and Phoenix Jihung and Anne. Goodness me, you guys are going crazy. Ice Soda, thank you very much. Okay, so for today, I realized that we haven't done like a milestone stream in a long time. And that made me sad because you know, last time we did the 1,000,000 subscriber one, and I feel like after you hit 1,000,000, the other milestones feel a little smaller, and I kind of didn't want it to feel that way. So I figured what we could do is just go live and do something a lot more chill, and see if we can just chill together and wait until we hit the big 200K, which still feels really huge. Like every time I say it out loud, it's like, goddamn, you know. Even though we've already hit the big 1,000,000, it doesn't feel any less exciting to keep growing. And so I think what I want to do is just chill, chat, tell you guys how I've been doing. But if we come up with any like fun things to do, like fun challenges to make this a little more exciting, then why not? You know, let's make today a fun one. Let's make today interesting, I think. If you guys come up with anything fun you want me to do, Goth EXE, Mianya, Popo, and a name I can't read. Thank you very much. Your 1-year-old today, your birthday as well. A lot of birthdays today. Kiss and a blessing. I hope all of your days from this point on are as happy as you are today. Nodam, thank you very much. All right. Yeah, Batsus would be good. Batsus would be good. I just want to, thing is, I really want to talk about the cover, but it's like, I can't say too much because I don't want to spoil anything. You know, it's obviously I need to keep it fairly under wraps, and I can't have, I can't spoil anything about it. But I am really excited. I'll tell you a few things. Nado, thank you. GBP, thank you. Summer, Borei, thank you very much. Irika, Lemon Tart, Miabing, thank you very much. I'll tell you a little bit about the production. And I'll tell you a little bit about its history, but I won't tell you what the actual song itself is going to be like, okay? So, originally, my original plan, and I was very naive, my original plan was to have the 1,000,000 subscriber karaoke occur around, like maybe within a week of hitting 1,000,000 subs, and that didn't wind up happening because it was so much work to put together. And it turned out to be for the best, because that meant that I could use it as another thing, and that was like my comeback karaoke after my month break. But I also had this idea that what I wanted to do, I wanted to have this cover finished before that. And so what I was going to do was I was going to do the karaoke stream and then be like, surprise, and just drop the cover, not even just announce it, just release it 5 minutes after the end of the karaoke, to just be like, fuck you, I'm out of here. There it is. And I feel like that would have been really, really fun. Sadly, I didn't get to do that. Doesn't mean I won't do that in future, though. Because like I said on Twitter the other day, now that I've done this one cover, I would very much like to do more. I'm gonna drive you guys insane. Hold on. Lev, Sachi, thank you very much. Elaine, Huma, Martiga 5, Young Zhu, thank you. Shinya, thank you for the Akasupa. Today's also your birthday. Well, happy birthday. Love you too. Shinju, Chen Chen, thank you very much. Yana Yana, Tantan, S. Nolan, thank you very much. I'm going to drive you guys insane. I have a Spotify playlist. And this Spotify playlist includes every song that I am either wanting to cover or or I'm inspired by to try and create maybe an original one day. So it's all planned out already. There may be more than what I have planned, but it's a playlist with quite a few songs in it. And I don't know, and yeah, that's all. That's all I'm gonna say about that. You guys just have to wait. You guys just have to chill and wonder. Drop the play. What, do you really think I'm gonna drop every single song I'm gonna cover for the foreseeable future? No. This playlist is staying very much under wraps. Thank you very much. I will not be leaking a single song. You must wait and see. Tep Tep, thank you. Ren-sama, thank you very much. Julia, thank you. Ivy, thank you. Arium, thank you for the Akasupa. Yeah, good luck on your interview. That's really exciting. Yan Chestnut, thank you for the Akasupa. I met you 8 months ago and I can't tell you how your presence makes me happy. Yeah, yours too. Thank you very much. I'm honored to be able to make a little contribution to the realization of your dream. That is incredibly sweet. Whining. Thank you so much. Tabi, Tyrant, Reese, Serikasa, Vanny, thank you. CCCCCCC, XH, thank you for the Akasupa. Amy, Meow Meow, Menmenja, thank you very much. And Koshima, thank you very much as well. Audrina, thank you. Ah, I need some tea. Rio Hoshino, thank you for the Akasupa. 1.2 million. Your cover, I'll listen again and again and again. Can I have a kiss from you? Of course. Whining. Oh, the speculation is wonderful. Yes, you guys are welcome to keep speculating, but all of the songs I have in mind, I would be surprised. There's one song which I don't plan on singing for a long time, which you might be able to guess. But the other ones I don't think you will be able to, because they're more just personal to me. Ningji, Norin, thank you very much. Linlin, Yanyuan, Moa Mao, thank you. And Mi-chan, thank you for the Akasupa. Big hug and a kiss. Mwah. I'm excited for today as well, because I have a couple of things coming in today. I'm excited, obviously, about my cover, but also I believe my camera is getting delivered today. Now, here's the thing: I don't think I'll be able to use it today, unfortunately, because the camera I bought. Now, okay, if you're not into cameras, it might be a little confusing, but I'll try to explain it as best I can. So the camera I bought uses what's called a PL mount, which is for lenses, and each lens, each lens has a specific type of mount, which is what you would use to attach it to the camera. And the camera I got, by default, has a PL mount, whereas PL lenses are actually really expensive, and I didn't realize this until after I'd bought it. So what I decided to do was buy an adapter, and so I bought an EF adapter. And EF lenses I've used before. Those are stuff like Canon lenses, and Canon lenses and EF lenses are still expensive, but a lot cheaper than a PL lens. And so I don't think that the lens mount or like the mount adapter is coming for another couple of days. So I'll be able to fiddle with the technical aspects of the camera and sort of look around at the screen, but I don't think I'll be able to put a lens on it for another few days, which is a little upsetting, but oh well, at least I'll have it and I'll be able to find a place to put it. This is some nice tea, chrysanthemum, that's really nice. Kidiva, thank you very much. Suzu, thank you very much as well. So yes, all it is that my camera is made for different lenses that I can afford, so I need a special thingy that means I can attach the other lenses to the camera so I can shoot pictures with it. That kind of thing. Francesca, Oblivion Avenue, Little Lilac, thank you very much. I'm really keen on just experimenting and trying different things to do, because I used to make a lot of films, and I really want to kind of keep that part of myself alive. It's interesting because I think that by really, like, the more I think about it, the more that I really want for this connection that you and I have. I really want it to last, you know, longer than I imagine it's meant to. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't, because I imagine that VTubing, whether it has like a lot of longevity and it stays around for a long time, or whether it becomes something that maybe fades after a good 5 however many years. I feel as though if I have the ability to break into another industry, what it means is that you guys will always have somewhere to find me, and I think that's something that I really want. And it means that, you know, where now you might be tuning in, maybe let's say if you don't tune in too often, maybe you only tune in on Sundays to watch my ASMR. That means that in the future you won't have to wait too long, and you'll be able to watch me make a real movie, you know. So basically, you know, I remember I posted about the camera, and I saw a couple people who, like, reasonably were a little bit like, you know, I don't want him to get, what am I trying to say here? It's like, I don't want him to get too excited about leaving, you know, and I really don't want you guys to think that I am excited to leave. I'm going to be here for many more years, many more years. Like, I'm really excited to do a lot more, and that cover is proof of that. It's just the beginning of my plans, and I have a lot of plans to share more of my story with you. But I also want to say that even if someday it has to come to an end, you guys are going to be able to find me pretty easily, and I'll still be making fun stuff for you to look forward to, you know. So don't worry about it, guys, okay? The camera is just going to be my way of keeping in touch with a part of myself that I think I forgot about for a while. Because truthfully, when I first started streaming, I only streamed, and that was just my priority 100% of the time. I was truly and utterly hyper-focused on it, and I sort of left my interest and love for independent cinema behind. And it was going out to see the Banshees of Inisherin in a little cinema that really awoke that part of me that thought, God damn, I really don't want to let that part of me go, you know. And I've been watching a load of movies recently. I've been watching a load of movies recently, and just enjoying like all these little aspects of them. And there was a time where I wouldn't watch any new movies for a while, but recently I've been watching tons of them, and it's been really nice. It's been wonderful to get to see so many new films. And The Banshees of Inisherin was an incredible film. You know, has my lord seen Goncharov? I have, yeah. No, Goncharov is actually one of my favorite movies. You know, when that film came out, it really inspired me a lot. And I think one of the reasons why I wanted to become a filmmaker one day was Martin Scorsese's Goncharov. I think my biggest disappointment is the absence of any sort of gay sex scene between Goncharov and you know, his lover, because to be honest, I feel as though a lot of the conflict in Goncharov could have been prevented due to the it could have been prevented if they had just managed to connect with each other in that way. But you know, it's all about that cycle of violence that the characters are trapped in, and you know, it's really upsetting, you know, to see sort of such a sad story transpire in a way that could have been so easily resolved, but isn't so because of the character's own flaws. But yeah, everybody try to watch Goncharov. It's a great film. Martin Scorsese, what a goat. Summer Joksan, thank you very much. Paturisha, thank you very much for the Akasupa. I met my family, which I hadn't met for about 3 years, and I'm having a great time until my birthday last week. I really want to share that happiness with you. I'm really looking forward to your cover song. Thank you very much. From Patricia. Thank you very much, Patricia. I think your English is wonderful. Thank you for the Akasupa. Tiorenka, thank you. Renno, I believe? I can't read that. It's all Japanese, but thank you very much. Anku, thank you very much. Hui, thank you for the Akasupa. Happy birthday! Of course you can have a blessing. Why? Wheatia, thank you. Murasaki, thank you very much. Oblivion Avenue, thank you very much as well. Yuchen, thank you very much. Tang Tang, thank you very much. Swing, Nekosaka, thank you very much. And Benny Benny, thank you for the Akasupa. Any updates on the 24-hour charity stream? Yes, I have. At the moment, I'm mainly trying to figure out. I tried getting in contact with the guy who did the original 24-hour Minecraft challenge, but no such luck. I don't think that he's an easy man to get a hold of. So I'm still trying to figure out what exactly I want to do for it, because the 24-hour Minecraft thing I think is so interesting, and I'm not even worried. Hold on, just 1 second. Huma Miawi, thank you very much. Oh God, I'll answer that afterwards. Salmon and Wrench, thank you very much, Winey. But yes, the main thing about that concept is the fact that a VR headset, I don't know if I'm wearing mine wrong, but it feels really heavy on my head after like just an hour. And as much as I want to sort of say, oh yeah, no, endurance is a part of the charity experience and putting yourself through the ringer for charity is a good thing, but I feel like 24 hours is a lot to do. So I'm still trying to think of the best way to do that. Is like any of you guys who own a Valve Index, do I have the settings wrong? Can you guys hold? Maybe I just need to get like a cushion or something, or maybe wear a hoodie and kind of have the headset over top of it or something like that so that it doesn't wear down on it. No, guys, it has to be in VR. That's the whole thing, is that I'm within Minecraft. Like, just playing Minecraft for 24 hours on stream I don't think would be enough. If we can't do the VR Minecraft thing, I would want to do something equally challenging. Yuan, thank you very much for the Arca Super and Sapphire. So this is still pending approval. But I think I've decided on a charity that I would like to support, and they've worked with streamers a lot of the time before. Iaka, thank you very much. Albacoris, thank you very much. So I'm thinking the one I want to do is a charity called Rise Above the Disorder, which I hadn't heard about until recently, but I believe their whole thing is about paying for therapy, and it's something that I've been talking about for a while, that I felt so privileged to have this wonderful career and to be able to afford my own mental health care. But aside from that, a lot of people don't have that opportunity, and that's always made me quite upset. So if I wanted to support somebody, I think I would want to do it through that way. I would want to be able to fund people's therapy. I mean, that was my idea. If I wanted to start my own charity, that's what I would do. And so I figured, why not support a charity that does exactly that? I didn't know they existed, but now I do. So if we can, if staff gives the okay, then that's the one I'm going to do, I think. Super Puppy, thank you very much. Okay, so there was an interesting super I saw earlier that said, would you rather be loved or love? And you can only pick one. A very painful question, but super interesting as well. Pammy T, thank you. Lulu Elf, thank you for the Arca Super. Wherever you are in the future, we will find each other. I should certainly hope so. You wouldn't give up on me that easy, would you? TT and Sachi, thank you very much. So, yes, for me, I think that loving is more important, even if it's not reciprocated. And I feel as though that can be a very powerful thing. To me, I think that the feeling of unrequited love is obviously a very painful experience. But I would say that it is, at the very least, it's a very intense feeling. And it's a very sort of specific and, I would almost say, inspiring feeling. I wouldn't say that I've ever been happier in my life than when I've had... Oh, 199, let's go. We've only got 1k left to go. Woohoo! So, yeah, I would say that the happiest times in my life have been the times where I've had a crush, you know. And when I say a crush, I mean like a real like... I would say, for me, I would say that fancying someone is just seeing a person and thinking they're cute and like that being it, and sort of like, you know, maybe you try to chat them up, maybe you just sort of admire them from a distance, whatever. But I would say having a crush is like second to being in love with someone. It's like when it really sort of takes over your entire body and you're like, oh no. And then it's like that, it's that really, really big feeling that you get. And I think, to me, like, even if it's unrequited, I think that when I become that attached to a person, even if it's unrequited, it tends to really inspire me a lot. And I sort of feel like I become more motivated and more creative in a way. And it almost helps me readjust my priorities. You know, it sort of feels like a very overpowering feeling, and in a good way, you know. So I think that the most important thing is... But the thing is that maybe that's only my experience because I struggle so much to approach people. Like, I'm not the kind of person who asks people out. You know, I get very nervous, and so for me, I'm the kind of guy who will have a crush on a person for years and will never tell them. you know. It's very, like, not ideal, but I think what it means is it sort of leads me to sort of live out a lot of that in my head, and what it can tend to do is make me really inspired, like I said, and it can make me feel really creative and give me sort of a new perspective on where my life is at in that moment. I mean, a lot of the time I'll be very, very well aware, even though I haven't asked, that, like, yeah, it's probably not really meant to be, but it'll still, like, make me more motivated to keep going. And I think that's what makes the experience of, like, hanging around you guys really special, because it's like, even though there's this degree of separation where, you know, obviously we can't so much interact directly, it still feels like I have this admiration for you, and I have this, like, long distance sort of, yeah, admiration, where I see you guys making fan art, I see you guys in chat, I see you guys cosplaying and all that, and I feel as though I do have this feeling that feels like love, but it doesn't feel like it, but I also don't need to say anything to have you guys say that back to me. So it feels very warm, you know, and it feels very nice to have this sort of connection, and I really appreciate it, you know. So in a way, like, if, you know, if that's something that you feel, I think that I would say, you know, don't lament about it too much, because I probably feel the same way, to be honest. Sin Ata, thank you. Surukula, Shin, Benevolence Black, Yol, Masato, Wheatear, thank you very much. Now, Benevolence Black, that's a good question. Have you ever edited / revised an old story you wrote, and how did you go about it? That's interesting. Avis, thank you for the super as well. That's really nice. And Sensen, thank you for the Akasupa. I love you too. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm glad you're focusing on yourself. And Han, thank you very much. Okay. Oh goodness. Okay, let me get these Akasupas. Kari, thank you very much for the Akasupa. Today I finished a very difficult task at my work, although many did not trust in me. No, that's wonderful news. I love you too much. I love you too much, and I hope that that goes well for you in the future as well. Aura, thank you. Mars, thank you for the Akasupa. I missed you too. No worries about being busy. I hope that you've been taking care of yourself. I love you too. Yeah, so we can kind of keep each other company. Miffy, thank you very much. SSE and Yui, thank you very much. Oh yes, please don't stop saying you love me, because it makes me feel all warm and happy. Oxagra Cyanide, thank you very much. So, what was I going to say? Yes, have I ever gone back and re-edited an old story? And the answer is yes. I've had, when I was younger, I used to think I wanted to be an author before I realized, so it was an interesting journey for me, basically. When I was younger, I sort of had this, desire to make stories, and I really enjoyed watching films, and they really touched me, and it was almost to the point where I was so impressionable that whenever I watched a film, I would come out of it feeling like I wanted to do something different. It's like that meme of, you know, the fucking American Psycho guy, and it's like me leaving the film I just watched having rebuilt my entire personality around the main character. Like, I was like that for a while. Witcher Street, thank you very much for the super. So glad I could have done that for you. But essentially, I was really inspired by that, and I wanted to do something to do with that, but I didn't really know how to get that started. And so what it began with was me writing books, and there were quite a few. I'll tell you the plot of a couple of them. So there was one. So the first one that I started doing seriously was fantasy, and it was, reading it back, it was really bad. Really bad. I read it back recently and I was like, oh my god. But you could tell that I was having fun and I was being really creative and I was just expressing myself. So whatever. It was a story about a fantasy world where you've got a giant sort of somewhat, let's say, like Viking-y fantasy world where it's sort of very much torn apart by war. You know, there's not really a lot to be happy about in this place. You know, there's a lot of sort of medieval style poverty. There's, you know, a ruling class who are keeping everybody down and all that. It's sort of fairly Game of Thrones-y, you know, lots of different houses and stuff like that. But the big twist is that there is up in the sky, there is a big floating island, a humongous floating island, and no one on the ground has ever been up there and ever seen it before. And the story opens actually on someone who lives on that island. And the thing about that island is that it's actually a technological utopia. So it's like a modern day city, almost like a Blade Runner style dystopia. I just said utopia, more dystopia. It's like a dystopian modern city floating above this fantasy world, and neither world has ever interacted before. But the thing about the dystopian side of this society is that when someone sort of goes against like the powerful corporations in that city, they are essentially thrown off of it, and no one tends to live being thrown off of it, but one man does live being thrown off of the city, and he, for some reason, and we don't find out why, but until later, why did he survive? Let's find out. He's framed for a crime he doesn't commit. He gets thrown out of the city, lands in the ocean, just about survives, and then he meets this boy who is also sort of tied up with his own destiny on the ground, and then they go on an adventure together, and there are all these different characters, and they try to solve some big mystery, and I can't really remember the rest of it, but it was nice, and I think most of my motivation with it was about creating a big world with big music and big battles and stuff like that, and probably because I was going through my Lord of the Rings phase at the time, and I was just like, I want to do that thing, I want to do that. Is it gay? I think it was. That would have been pretty great, actually. If I ever return to that story, it will probably be gay. But I don't think I will return to that story. Maybe not for a long time. And then there was another one I did when I was going through a very edgy phase in my life. Suika, thank you. Rio, thank you very much for the gifted members. Thank you. Linwei, thank you. Ice, thank you very much. So I would say this next one is a story that's like evolved the most over time. Like it's evolved so much. It like genuinely the plot for it. I think I maybe came up with my first draft for it in 2014, and then it's still taking on a new identity today. Like every year, it feels like it's a new thing. Summer, Dea, and Smee, thank you very much. So yeah, I've been working on this one for quite a while. I haven't really contributed to it. I just sort of think about it every once in a while. So it's an origin story, and it began its life as this story about a boy who was sort of in his young adult years, and he was very antisocial. He was very sort of like, you know, couldn't get along with people, was like rude, nasty, and you know, high in intelligence but low in emotional intelligence. And he was sort of very just angry and upset at the world around him, and he was very like, you know, really struggled to kind of have a connection with anybody. And the whole thing about it was that eventually he develops. It was Breaking Bad was coming out at the time, or I was watching Breaking Bad at the time, and so it has a very similar thing of character finds out they have debilitating or fatal illness, and then decides to do something a little crazy. And the whole point of it was that it was kind of like Breaking Bad crossed with something like Code Geass, maybe, where it's about this main character who, with absolutely no other attachments to the rest of the world, realizes that they have a limited amount of time left to live, and they decide, well, screw it, I'm gonna try and cause as much damage and chaos as I possibly can. And with the whole idea of it being that he tries to like our buddy Lelouch tries to take over the world. And it was a very sort of one-sided. I don't think at the time I really understood how to even write a story. It was just word vomit. Word vomit in first person from a character who was very not fun to listen to, and I didn't really enjoy it all that much, to be honest. I enjoyed bits of it, and I enjoyed like sort of the moments of spectacle, but I don't think it would have really connected with anybody. But it's good because that story wound up changing quite a bit. That story wound up changing quite a lot, and so over time, it then a few years later, I sort of started thinking about it, and I came up with a new idea for a main character who could go through a sort of a similar journey. And that main character actually turned out, I thought it would be better if it might have been a female protagonist. And her story would essentially be a little different, rather than being completely antisocial. She's very clever, and has like a couple of good friends, but she's comes from a really sort of negligent family, doesn't have a present father, and has a mother that's either always working or is sort of somewhat negligent in a way, falls in with the wrong crowd, is hanging out with all sorts of people who have like who don't have the best intentions with her. She has one really good close friend who kind of keeps tied to reality, but other than that is a very talented and gifted person, but isn't really given that much love or attention from their educators, and sort of is very angry at the system and all of that. And so it was my idea to sort of have that same journey transpire, maybe sort of motivated by emotions that we, the listener, can sort of understand a little bit better. So what I would imagine is, I think the way it would begin is, it's kind of difficult to think about, but it's essentially just that, yeah, she's got all of this like extra intelligence, but it isn't really being accessed in the right way, but she finds like an outlet for it when she decides to well, it all begins when something goes wrong with one of her friends. Somebody sort of, I don't remember what it was, like somebody does something bad to one of her friends, and she sort of loses it and goes off and kills the guy, and then sort of realizes where her talents lie, and then it becomes a whole thing. And it becomes a whole thing like before, where she sort of it keeps escalating and escalating and escalating until she's leading like a small group of people who are trying to take over the country and all of that. And it's like, I guess it would sort of be a thing about a character whose gifts and talents aren't recognized by the mainstream, and aren't really recognized by the people that should have nurtured her when she was young. And so all of that potential and all of that pent-up anger goes into something very dark and upsetting. And I think that would be very interesting. And I think that my whole idea for like the theme and the experience of that story would have been... also, I should mention, it was by this point that I had made an epiphany. I had made an epiphany at this point. And I was busy in Microsoft Word, trying to make these into like novels. And then I sort of sat back and I realized something. I had an epiphany. And it was essentially just, wait a minute. I'm making these into books, even though I like films. Why am I doing that? And I was like, well, because one day I want someone to adapt my books into a film. And then I sat and I thought about it. I was like, why don't I just make the movie? And I was like, oh. And then it began. And that was how I sort of became really interested in film. And so it was by this point that I was sort of thinking of it more in terms of like a cinematic experience. But yeah, and then I imagined the whole experience of watching that film would be that it feels like I would want her to feel like a very rootable for character, someone who definitely has problems, but who is really funny and lovable, and who seems like they're always trying to do something that's for their friends, or something that's fun and exciting, and it's what we the audience want to see. And it would be very flashy and full of bright music and cool action, to the point where when we reach the end and we see the consequences of all of those actions, that it
dawns upon the audience that they've sort of been willingly going on with the villain's side of things. And I think that would be pretty cool, you know. Definitely sort of like a not a very well fleshed out idea. It's the kind of thing that I just marinate on a lot while I'm listening to music. But if I ever had the opportunity of like writing a full screenplay, and with what I've learned now about actual structure and making these things more digestible, I feel like maybe it could be a good story. Yubo, Peachy, and Kayanon, thank you very much. You know, I think the interesting part of it all is that people have asked me, like, what are your ideas for stories? What are your ideas for films? And I was like, I don't want anyone to steal my ideas. And I've realized that these streams are immutable evidence that the idea was mine to begin with, because YouTube will save the date. And so so I'll be able to sue a motherfucker who tries to steal those from me. So don't try it, okay? Because I will come at you. Benevolence Black, thank you very much for the super. I ask the good questions every once in a while. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed hearing about that. Roku, thank you very much. Well, that's the prequel trilogy, isn't it? Ah, shit. Asteria Lou, thank you very much. Greasely Lee, thank you for the Akasupa. Adding a few coins to Director Vox's PL Lens piggy bank. I would like to get a good lens at some point. I will always stay by your side. Great Dream Chaser, thank you. Rachel A, thank you. Eva, thank you. And Selena, thank you for the Akasupa. Heard you like the film Old Boy, so I translated the Old Boy film interpretation VOD by a criminal psychologist. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'll take a look at that in Vox Populi. That sounds interesting. Eologic, Meowie, thank you. Is it better to leave or be left behind? Oh, that's a tough one. Immaturia, thank you. Silent, thank you for the Akasupa. I'll make sure to read the whole of that when I can. Haruka, Gu, and Pami, thank you very much. Is it better to leave or be left behind? I would say it's... Listen, Silent, thank you for another Akasupa. I don't know... okay, but I am trying to get better quickly. You've had some health problems, but the good news is you're slowly regaining your health. That is really wonderful news. Hey, I know it might not be easy. Yin Yin, thank you for the super. I know it might not be easy, but over time, you are going to heal and things are going to get better. So what I would say is, no matter what happens, try to focus on your health, try to recover as best you can, but remember that I'll always be here if you ever need some comfort if things aren't going so well, okay? And thank you very much for the Akasupas, and I hope that you can focus on your health from here, okay? But yes, that's, I agree with most of chat. I think the act of leaving is a lot easier than being left. Now, leaving, I think, comes with its own fair share of immense guilt, and it's rough. You know, it's really rough. Ambawati, thank you for the super. It's really rough to be the person in a relationship who realizes that it's not working for them anymore. And the worst part is when it's not amicable. You know, maybe the other person has their feelings at the height of everything they've felt, but then the other person doesn't. It's really nasty for a person to have to go through that. And the guilt that a person can experience by just realizing, yeah, you know, for myself, I need to get out of here is, you know, it definitely sticks with a person. But I would say it's not as bad as being the person who gets left, because I think that there's nothing quite as bad as realizing a person has left before they've said they have. Understand what I'm saying? When a person's heart has moved on and they need to go somewhere else, maybe they don't feel the same way about you that they used to. I think that realizing that and becoming aware of that before they've told you and noticing differences in the way that they interact with you is, I don't think there's anything much more painful than that. I think that because at that point, if you try to reassure yourself, it's just denial, and you can't really go and confront them about it because then, you know, it's scary and you don't want to see the inevitable. You'd rather prolong it, but then prolonging it can be really painful in and of itself. So, you know, it's difficult. But I think if anyone if anyone is in that position, or if anyone has been there, what I will say is that no matter what happens, and I know it's going to sound cliche, but if your current circumstances aren't great, maybe you're a person who is in some kind of a relationship that you're not happy with and that you want to leave, but that you are scared of the guilt you would feel upon leaving. Or if you're a person who feels as though their partner has already moved on from them and you're grieving over something that you thought would have lasted a lot longer than it would have, what I would always say is that these things are a part of a person's journey. These things are what we experience when we're on the road to a better place. And like, take me, for example. I've been through a lot of really, really nasty things over the past 5-10 years or so. But the way I like to see it is that it's led me here. You know, if I hadn't been through quite as many terrible experiences, and if I hadn't sort of experienced that sort of thing so many times, maybe I wouldn't have wound up here. Maybe I would be in a worse situation than I am right now. So what I would like to say is try and trust that the universe will put you in the right place. All I think is that listening to what your heart says and listening to what you genuinely feel to be right is the most important thing. Don't look to the future. Don't try to predict exactly how everything is going to be, because you never know. It's like John Lennon said, life is what happens while you're busy making other plans. Don't plan for every eventuality. Just listen to yourself and realize when it's time to find something new. It's a really difficult decision to make, and I would say that make sure you communicate with whoever it is that you plan on moving on from before you do, because it could be that maybe there's some stuff you can work through and maybe things will get better with time. Who knows? It might be that way, it might not be. But after communicating and after you know what you need to do, remember that a good future will be waiting for you. All you need to do is address each thing as it happens. Address each problem in your life and each situation one by one until it's all figured out. So I just don't want you to worry about it too much, okay? I mean, hey, if any of you have been through some terrible experiences in your life, think about it. They have led you here. I think that's pretty great. It's like destiny in a way, and that makes me pretty happy. Thank you, Sai, for the gifted members. Thank you, Kali. And thank you, Joxan, for the rainbow. Early celebration. Who wouldn't go crazy seeing the preview? Past, present, and future. Kindred clan lives forever. Cute little squish, thank you for the super as well. Your name has been imprinted on my heart. Even if you change your name, no matter where you are, I'll remember you, find you, and love you. It's really reassuring, thank you. Do you know how many people live on Earth right now? 8 billion, but I only love you. In the same way, so many VTubers, I only love Fox. Why? Because of you, Kindred was born to love you. It's very sweet. I knew. And I hope you can find me. Sunny Kindred, thank you very much. Aki, Lulu, Risha Fortuna. Voxagro, what made you decide to allow us a way to find you after NIJISANJI? Simply enough, because I know you motherfuckers would. Kindred Anon, Mayo, thank you, and Meowie. I think it's simply because I know there's no way I could stop you, and in a way, I think that everyone should, in every experience, you need something to bring with you after it's over. Whether it's an experience you learn, whether it's someone you've met, whether it's a skill you've gained, whatever. Every experience, good or bad, whether it ends by slowly smothering itself to death or whether it goes out with a bang, you need something to bring with you. And if I could bring anything with me from this experience, it would be you. If I could have this little army following me around who, if I go to a film festival and they see something with my name on it, that they would drop everything to go see it. You know, that's got to be pretty exciting, right? So I think that's what it is that I feel as though I don't want all of this to have been for nothing, and I don't want to move on with my life without the most important part of this whole experience, which is my connection with you guys. All right, Meowie, last question. Are you daddy because you're my source of milk and you haven't come back yet? Haven't... Ah, that was clever. Well, if I haven't come yet, maybe it's your fault. Dorothy, thank you for the super. I feel ready to work now. Can't wait to cry on Friday. Oh, I'm excited. Oblivion Avenue, Lazy Ghost Cat, thank you very much. Sosaudi, thank you very much. And, that's so exciting. And I'm really glad that you've met so many good people. Nekasaka, thank you very much. I used to be a person who has been left behind by someone I trust, and now I found a bunch of friends here in the clan. Yeah, I don't know. I only really have a positive view of this community. Like, you guys seem to be just the most warm and loving group of people I've ever met, and in a way it's really painful that that maybe right now I can't get to know you on a more personal level, because I would absolutely want to. Peepo, thank you very much. But I always feel bad whenever I feel angry or pissed off about something. Am I not good or patient enough? Do you have any advice on how I should process this kind of thought? No, that is interesting. I think the thing is, anger, and this is coming from a guy who has been very mad on main a lot of times, anger is a normal thing to feel. We all feel anger, and I think that there is... to an extent, I think that there is a bit of a unfortunate double standard with anger, where some people are afforded the, oh, they're expressing themselves and someone rightfully pissed them off, and now anything that happens is that is the consequences of their actions. Whereas when some people get angry, it's, you're scaring me, get the fuck away from me, and all that kind of stuff. And I think that, you know, really, as long as you can express that anger in a way that doesn't hurt people, I don't think there's any problem with it. We all feel that. And if things make you angry, it probably means you've got the energy to really care about something, you know? I think anger can be a really positive emotion, you know, and it can motivate us, and it can get us to do things like, I don't know, who here has ever done something really positive and productive purely out of spite? You know, that's anger. I think that's good. I think the worst thing you can do is push those feelings down, because one day they will blow up. You know, balling feelings up has never been a good thing. Don't ball them up, because they will explode. So I would really recommend, you know, try not to. If you can find a place to express them, that's the right place that you should put them, you know. I wouldn't want you to be going through life without the ability to express anger. And I think a good way of expressing anger, I would say, here are a good few ways to express anger, right? Take out your anger on inanimate objects. A good healthy daipan. Unless you've got a very fragile desk. My desk is nice and sturdy, and so I take my anger out on it quite often. Something pisses you off, there is nothing wrong with a good hearty, you know, because nobody gets hurt. Unless you know, you're not good with your hand and you hurt yourself. But in that way, you know, as long as it's not someone other than yourself. Another good one is to jerk off. That's an excellent way of expressing your anger. I don't think I've ever been angry after a good wank, you know. It really, it's cathartic, and it releases all of those hormones and endorphins and everything. And what's more is that if you're attracted to them in a weird way, you can think about fucking the ever-loving daylights out of whoever pissed you off, you know. I mean, that's always fun. And then after that, you maybe appreciate them a little more, and you're not angry anymore. So what's the problem? Sola, thank you very much. Nezumi, a mushroom, thank you very much. Aka Rose, thank you very much. Watching Phantom Thread with you and hearing Alma say he loves me as I am made me fight for it. Oh, what? That's so cool. 10-year anniversary. Jesus, that's really exciting. That's really inspiring. Love you too, Aka Rose, and I hope that you guys have a really long and wonderful relationship. Kuro no Usagi and Nekosaka, thank you very much. And Kumaki with a rainbow, thank you so much. My lord, cover, let's go. It's an early gift for the cover and for 1,200,000 subs. I'm very happy to accompany you all the way. And it's great to see how huge we Kindred have grown. Love you forever. Love you too. Thank you very much. Kiba Kitsune, Flora, a name I can't read from Thailand. Thank you very much. Kora-chan, thank you for the Akasupa. In your last stream, I asked Cover when my lord... yeah, I had to think about it. I wasn't trying to leak anything. Mai Yukai, thank you. Remoon, Benevolence Black, thank you very much. I don't know if... really? Is wanking not, like, cathartic for women, then? I would have figured it would be. The sex and jerking off always feels better. Thank you, Meowing. No, it is. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was a little confused. I would have been laboring under a very silly delusion if women get no sort of catharsis from jerking off. Riki, thank you very much. I had to seriously question that. I was like, what the hell? I would say if you don't find masturbating to be cathartic, I would say maybe that represents something that you need to think about a little bit. You know, maybe it's just not for you. Maybe you're somewhere on the ace spectrum. Maybe, you know, things are just different for you. It's different for everybody, so don't worry about it, okay? I would say, okay, it's probably a different sort of catharsis than what a man experiences, because men experience post-nut clarity. And post-nut clarity is all about, like, you know, that brief window where you're not motivated by sex even slightly, you know? Benevolence Black, thank you. Olivia and Kayanon, thank you very much. Is 100% cathartic, and if the first time doesn't do it, you can keep going. I'm so jealous, man. I'm so jealous. You guys don't even need a refractory period. You get to just keep it moving. Fine. But yeah, post-nut clarity is just the motivation to procreate and to have sex disappears from your body, and suddenly you become a very motivated and thoughtful individual for just a little bit. And for me, for example, whenever I nut, if I'm at home, I always go and I always listen to music really loudly. I will always put on a song that's to do with something creative I'm thinking about. Like, the amount of times that every time I release a cover or an original, it's a song that I have listened to during post-nut clarity, probably many times. And if I can, I get myself a glass of milk, because I just suddenly start thinking about it. I just suddenly think, you know what? Milk. It's time for milk. Seabat, no, I will not be releasing a cover of Seabat. Seabat doesn't even have lyrics, does it? Oh, I gotta take my dressing gown off. It's getting a little sweaty in here. Oh. Yon, thank you very much. God, this has been a really interesting chat we've had today, and we're almost to the milestone. Only 600 left. Can I see your canine teeth? Oh, I'm so excited. Ikash, thank you very much. What an educational stream, right? Listen, I'm really excited because I have found a way to legally and licensedly stream through OBS footage from a Nintendo 3DS. And I'm so excited. I am so excited. I'm so excited. So obviously, you know, nothing below board like emulation, which, you know, obviously we're not allowed to do and I would never do anyway. A paid for games, a paid for system, and I found a way to stream 3DS footage. And in a couple of days time, when I get the game, we're gonna play fucking Mario Kart DS, which is the best Mario Kart by far, and it's one that I have immense nostalgia for. You know, I am so governed by my own nostalgia, it's crazy. Luna and Baudre, thank you very much for the super. Thank you. I'm so governed by my nostalgia. Like, a few days ago, or a few weeks ago, whenever it was, I can't remember, I went for a walk. I was walking through town. I went to Starbucks, and I went and I grabbed a coffee. And while I was upstairs, I suddenly became overwhelmed by a thought about Mario Kart DS. Just the music from it. Because it's got a very specific question, right? It's got a very specific sound font, is what I'm saying. I was reading Andrew's super and my brain got confused. It's got a very specific sound font, and it's got a very unmistakable style to the music. I started thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? I just want to remember what that game was like. And so on my phone, I popped open a YouTube video, and it was just a long play of Mario Kart DS and all the different tracks. And I just put my headphones on and I just started watching someone play this game with no commentary, and I was just giggling to myself the whole time. I was like, oh my god, it's DK Pass. Oh my god, it's Rainbow Road. Oh my god, it's this. Oh my god, it's that. And then you've got like all of the secret stuff. You've got like the battle arenas. You've got everything like that. Like, I am just going to sit there and I'm going to be giggling the whole time. Like, I realized that it's inescapable. I will become McCute every single time I play a deeply nostalgic game. And now that I'm able to stream from my DS, I'll be able to do a lot of that. So, you know, anything like that I'll be able to do. And I might even play Mario 64 again, because there is the DS version of Mario 64. And the DS version is different. The DS version has 30 more stars to collect, and it has hidden courses, and it's got more characters, and that's the version of the game that I played originally, and I was so just... That game is like... I've always said it, but Mario 64 is like the most profoundly nostalgic game I think that exists. Like, there's something different about the way it feels. I would say also, because of that remake, that it's nostalgic for a number of different generations too. My lord, since you've mentioned during the last stream that you're uncomfy with sexual theme, you're not uncomfy with sexual themes in RP, so what dark themes are you comfy in exploring, and which ones are a no-go? Now, that's a really good question. That is a really good question. I'd love to address that. Noriaki, Ararere, Glitter, thank you very much. So I'd love to address that, and I think one thing about the Secret Agent ASMR that made me really uncomfortable last time, Kuroishida, Kindred Anon, Magic, thank you very much, was I was in a really interesting situation, because I knew that in order to make things work timing-wise, there needed to be something spicy that happened in that event. But because I hadn't set it up properly, you guys were sort of pushing back against it, and that I would like to reiterate, not your fault. That was my fault for not being able to sort of set that up in as well as I would have beforehand, right? And so what I was left with was, I need to make a sex scene happen, but the audience doesn't want a sex scene. And then I felt like, you know, I realized the idea of doing something... I mean, obviously, no one should have to realize this. I mean, I get that some people have fantasies for it, but, like, I really just didn't want to go there. I realized that the idea of doing anything without a person's consent made me feel physically ill. And I shouldn't have... It's not that I needed to realize this, it's that even in a fantasy setting, I was like, okay, no. Like, I think that sort of thing goes well beyond my pay grade, and it wasn't the intention for the Secret Agent ASMR anyway. It was like, I wanted that to be a reciprocal thing, but it wasn't, but I needed to make it happen, and suddenly I was hit with, oh, I need to make something happen, and it's going to be difficult to make it happen, and I also don't want it to happen. That was kind of the point where I was like, ugh. You know, like it really sort of got me. So that's something that I really don't ever want to explore. That's something I never really want to have to even think about. It's just, you know, from whatever you're into is whatever you're into. I understand it can be very liberating, especially for some women, but for my money, it's not something I ever really want to explore. It just made me feel really ill. And so, yeah, that's one thing I wouldn't explore, but there's a lot of other things that, like, I would say as long as it's not, like, extremely fucked up, then fine. You know, like, I don't think there's a lot that I can specifically say I wouldn't really want to do. Like, I guess there are some fetishes that I just don't want to touch, but I don't really know what they are yet. I guess I will know when I'm led to think about them. Exactly. The professor one, even though it's fucked up because it was teacher and student thing, like power imbalance, and it was NTR at the same time, both participants were extremely willing, you know, and that is, and it's also because morally, you know, I would be fine with me being the victim of that kind of thing in an ASMR scenario because I don't have to worry about impressing that on somebody else. I wouldn't be comfortable with it, but it would make me less upset than if I was pushing the audience into that kind of thing. That would make me feel really upset. But for the professor one, like, yeah, he deserves it, right? He deserves to have you, like, you know, walk in there and everything, walk in there and fuck him up a little bit, because obviously he's the one who's playing with fire. Noriaki, thank you for the rainbow. Just want to say thank you. I've talked to a shrink before, and I felt even worse after that, so I've never really sought help since then, but here's the good news. I'll have an appointment with a new shrink tomorrow. That's wonderful. I hope it goes well. You brought me so much comfort and motivation that I couldn't thank you enough. I'm stupid, so I couldn't think of anything poetic. You're not stupid. Don't say that. Ichigo Ashi, thank you very much. And Noriaki, thank you for continuing that. Can I ask a little gift from you? I'm making a new intro for my clips, and I want you to say something for it. Any ideas? So you're making an intro for your clips. An intro. What would I say for an intro? You could have it be like Netflix, you know, where Netflix just has the word Netflix and ba-bam. So you could have like Noriaki, and just play at the start. I don't know. Piltcat, thank you for the Arca Super. I'm really, really glad, and you celebrate your 25th birthday. That's wonderful news. You did a cosplay of me. I love cosplayers. That's wonderful. Thank you very much for sharing that. And Miso, thank you for the Arca Super as well. Posted pictures of Fox Sansa. Ooh, auga! Thank you very much for that. I love you so much. I love you too. Thank you very much. Meow Puff. Do you have self-care method for your ASMR session? Because there's times we have top drops. Interesting question. Let me just quickly get through these. Yana Duamali, Elaine, thank you very much. Kuroneko, thank you very much for the Arc Super. Good news. I passed the first interview of a nice company. That's wonderful news. Thank you so much. And Noriaki, thank you for continuing. Double rainbow. That's massive. But yes, I will tell you something. I think the Professor one is the only time I've actually experienced top drop during ASMR. I think it's because we really did push quite far. For my money, the Dragon one, even though it's more fucked up, I would say, it didn't really make me feel that way because it's so fantastical that it didn't... and also because of the ending. The Dragon one had a very uplifting ending, even if the story itself was very dark. So I don't think that, even though the Dragon one is, yeah, you know, having a forced orgasm while staring at your once living lover now slumped over dead in the corner, it still ends with that lover coming back to life and him forgiving you and all of that kind of stuff. So I didn't really feel so bad about it. It's a fantasy story and it's going to be a little fucked up, but whatever. The Professor one, however, did make me feel that way because it's sort of a scenario that could happen and probably has absolutely happened in real life. It's not the kind of thing that I would do, obviously, but it's the kind of... yeah, it's not the kind of thing I would do, and so it felt like I was really, truly in character the whole time. Like, I didn't have to work hard to act as that character. I was in character, and I believed I was that professor, and I was method. I mean, I wasn't method. I'm not actually going out and having affairs or whatever. Not that I've got anyone to cheat on. You know, like I wasn't method or anything. But, you know, I was really in character for that. And so when I hit end stream that it kind of hit me. I was like, whew, you know, it like really sort of hit me for a while, and I needed to take a while before we did the post-nut RuneScape, because I just needed to kind of ground myself. I was like, it's not real. Appealing to people with fetishes, it's fine. Anya Angel, Noriaki, thank you for continuing that. Victoria, thank you very much. Nishiki, thank you very much for the super. Noriaki, okay, you're happy now. Good, I'm glad you're happy. Please don't sacrifice your comfort for us. I mean, that's the thing. The professor one was good because, in a sense, I do enjoy going out of my comfort zone. You know, I do enjoy pushing myself to a certain extent, and I think that that's a good thing, right? I would not push myself to the point where I would not push myself to the point where I'm, you know, on a level like I was with the last Secret Agent ASMR, but I think getting out of my comfort zone is a good thing, especially as an actor. I want to try new things, and I don't think that the Professor ASMR was too far, for me anyway. Audrina and Tokito, thank you very much. Will I join the Bread Club in the future? I mean, I saw many miracle occurrences in NIJISANJI. Are we referring to the great boobification of Obsidia, perhaps? Who knows? Maybe I will. JS, thank you for the Arca Super. Advanced congratulations. Can't give you my blessing and a flower, although I can't listen to your streams every time. I'll always support you. Thank you, JS, and that's really reassuring. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Benevolence Black. Ah, Kana-chan, thank you very much. Are you talking about RuneScape 3, perhaps? The more modern version of RuneScape? Both of them are on Steam. 522, woo! Woo! We did it! We did it! 522, meet and reveal, let's go! Gristle, thank you very much. But yeah, what was I going to say? Oh, yes. There are different versions of the game. Try them on Steam, but then if you're playing old school, you better download RuneLite, which is has a lot more quality of life settings. Mars, thank you very much. Do you have any good remedies for when you're sick? Make sure you drink soup and don't have too much dry food because you'll get constipated, and that's not fun for everybody. Anybody. I mean, unless some people might enjoy it. I wouldn't. Why'd I say everybody? Anybody. Jesus. I had a massive sub drop during the Office one, like really bad the other day. I needed a hug, definitely. That's the worst part, is that that's why the post-nut RuneScape streams are so nice, is because it's like aftercare, you know. It's like aftercare where I get to kind of take the mask off and be like, guys, it's fine. You know, I'm still mean. Let's have a cuddle, you know, and but it's a shame that I don't actually get to cuddle anyone for real. But, you know. I don't know why though. It does turn me on a lot to know that like people who listen to the ASMR are really into it enough to have the same sort of visceral anxious reaction that I did. But I don't like that anyone gets anxious after listening to it, like having sub drop or whatever. But I mean, it's definitely nice to know that people are into it. It's pretty gratifying, honestly. Yura, thank you for the Arca Super. Been studying filmmaking for a while, but never had enough confidence in my story. You should have confidence. Everyone's story is worth telling. Thank you for the Arca Super. Dorado as well, thank you very much. Pammy, thank you very much. Chezzy Chestnut, thank you. Do you ever get a chub while doing ASMR, since a lot of the time it's got set? Sorry if this is too personal. Nah, I mean, it's not too, I mean, I've been there like a lot of times. Junvo, Adara Kanji, Risha Fortuna, a name I can't read, Yutsinger, SSE, Tirika, Joksan, Sosari, thank you, and Sarutarar, thank you very much. Do I get hard during ASMR? Sometimes yes. Sometimes yes, I do. I mean, it would be difficult to do a very sexual roleplay without being sexually aroused by the situation itself. So, a lot of the time, yes. Sometimes no. It depends. It definitely depends. Sometimes if it's the more technical aspects, I just get completely like into it and I'm just acting and I'm not really thinking about it at all. But a lot of the time, yeah, I do. I would think that would be a little weird if I didn't, to be honest. Harmony, thank you very much. Solar and Honeysea, thank you very much. I remember, who is it? So Saudi, was that you who asked the question I was thinking about? What's your final choice for the game of the year? It's a good question. Lala, thank you very much for the super. Oh, can you give me some motivational words? I need to clean up my wardrobe, but I'm too lazy. I've been where you are. My wardrobe is also a mess. If you get it done, it's going to look really sweet and neat and lovely, and you should get it done. And you should get it done, and you'll feel really proud of it. And let me tell you, you can treat yourself when it's done. Do this one thing, treat yourself, manage to get it done, and at the end, I'm allowing you, you can order pizza. Won't that feel good? Earn that pizza with some hard work by sorting out your wardrobe, okay? Do the wardrobe, get it done, won't take long, less than an hour, and then have some pizza, okay? Xiao E, thank you very much. And Jade Oracle, finally going back to the office for work. I might need a funny alarm so I don't sleep. Can you say... That's funny. All right, I'll do that. I'll do that. Hold on. I'll do that. I have to emulate Renzoto for this one. Baby, don't hit the snooze button. You're so sexy. Baby, don't hit the snooze button. You're so sexy. Easy. You don't want to know? Why not? Isn't that hot? Thank you, Yui. Kirihara Akira and Oblivion Avenue. Thank you very much. Yes. Okay. This is a good question. Oblivion Avenue, that's a very good question. So one of my favorite artists on Spotify is a name I can't read, and it frustrates me. I'm not sure what the name means or how to pronounce it, but they're on Spotify, and I'll try to find a way to help you guys figure out who it is. Crystal, Rumi, thank you very much. Kindred Anon, I've been singing more. Did you notice your absolute pitch memory has been improving? I have. I've been feeling way more confident about singing, and I've been having such a good time with it. And I'm really excited to hear what you guys think of my cover song. I hope that it turns out well for you. Denise, thank you very much for the super. Sharing a bit of your birthday money. Happy birthday. It's been an incredible 11-ish months. I have an appointment tomorrow, and I'm nervous. I've had food... Stop. You know how much I would enjoy that. Just get that shit out of my face. But good luck at your appointment, okay? Gooey Flames, thank you for the Aka Super. My first Aka, I just wanted to say thank you so much for being there for me ever since debut. Thanks to you, I not only graduated from college, but I also now have a job. Thank you for everything and being there for me. That's wonderful news, Gooey Flames. I'm really proud of you. Synthwolf, thank you for the Aka Super. Your first Aka, I hate that I have to miss this milestone, so here's an early celebration gift. Thank you for being such a comforting and encouraging presence in my life. And you've been one in mine too. Thank you, Queenie, QD, Sari, and Tarushka Boop. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, brain rot songs as much as you can. But, okay, let me get back to this. So, the name, yeah, thing is, it's on Spotify, so I can't copy and paste the name, but it's an album which has a bit of a vaporwave aesthetic. It's got like a marble face, a few skyscrapers, and like a beige bluey background. And there's a song at the beginning of this album called Sun. That whole album is some of the most relaxing and just calming music that I've listened to for a really, really long time. Avis, thank you for the super. I and some kindred have a coincidence. We usually don't enjoy heterosexual not safe for work because the female is being too weak and shy, or the man is too protective or irrespectable. But we enjoy your ASMR and the interaction. Now that is nice. Changing people's minds makes me pretty happy. Tame Impala? Yeah, no, I can send a link actually. Hold on. Sweet 16 Tori, thank you for the Aka Super. Almost there to your 1.2 million, so we'll deserve your ASMR. Always has me blushing. How are you able to stay so in character the whole time? I'll be honest, I don't know. I just kind of do it, and people say, oh, it's incredible. How can you improv for that long? And I'm like, I don't know. I just sort of do it. Would I do voice acting as well? Absolutely. One day I'd love to voice act in something professionally. Summer, Sue, K. Schwartz, thank you. Ignis, thank you very much. Did I ever watch Unus Annus? I dabbled. I watched a little bit of Unus Annus, but I appreciate how big of a deal it was for some people. Ivy. Long pre and aftercare ASMR, maybe in like a first experience setting. That'd be nice. I'll think about it. Say Nina, no worries. I hope you get some wonderful sleep, okay? It means melancholy. That's what it means. So guys, I'm going to send it in. Thank you, Mamero, knowing what I'm talking about. Thank you. Lilen Bean, thank you very much for the super. And thank you, First Sight. Thank you very much as well. So yes, if you guys check the super that Mamero sent, it's those two characters. That artist on Spotify has an album, and it's real good. It is real, real good. It begins with My Son at the beginning. It's one of my favorite songs. I really love it. And it doesn't have... And I would have covered it if it didn't... If it had lyrics. It's pronounced Yoru. I see. It's pronounced Yoru. I now know that. I have been listening to this guy's music for the past 4 years. And I didn't know how to pronounce the name. Hinata, thank you very much for the super chat. And thank you, Jean. Thank you very much. You're welcome to hang off of me like a sloth. That'd be nice. I can't believe we're getting so close to the milestone already. This has been nice. No need for any funky challenges. Well, maybe not yet. Gene, thank you very much. Lengwen, thank you very much for the super. Thank you for every live broadcast from your heart. From the ASMR's plot, I can see the thoughts you hid inside. The 25 planning of 25 made me feel very moved. That's very sweet of you. Winey, thank you very much. Kai Kai, thank you. Does this mean I can ask which ASMR made you the hardest? Oh, God. That is a good question. Okay, barring that, which ASMR would have made me feel that would I have been into the most? Which one made me the most aroused? So Saudi, Hatsuna, Muyu, thank you very much. Shu, thank you. Watch along for 365 days. We will do that eventually, but soon I want to do that Star Wars watch along. I think that'd be fun as well. Mamoru, why are you mad? Why are you mad? I love the music, I just didn't look up the pronunciation, I'm sorry. Is it Yu? Yo-Yu? I'm sorry. Lynn, thank you very much for the super. Can't wait to watch your cover stream. I'm excited, I'm excited. I'm glad you enjoy my perfume as well. Berry Bean Pie, thank you for the super. Kira and Peiying and Umineko Kuroni, thank you. And Rosalind, thank you for the Aka Super. My lord, which do you think is more important, the result or the process itself? Okay, I'm just trying to think about that last question. Jesus. Can you name my Alaskan dog? Ooh. Call him Captain. I think that's a good name for a dog. But yes, which ASMR has made me the most aroused? Let me... Do I have my phone on me? No, I don't. Let me think. The police officer one is a contender. I was definitely enjoying that. I don't think the doctor one. I enjoyed it, but I think I was working too hard on like the characterization, so I don't think I was really that aroused while I was doing it. Painter? Yes. Yes, I was definitely having fun. Box Tenchi 2? No. I was not aroused while I was doing Box Tenchi 2 because I had my hand in a bowl of wet, overcooked tomato pasta. Difficult to be hard while you're getting a strong whiff of old tomato sauce. Box Tenchi 1, on the other hand, yes. Yes, I was really enjoying that one. What else? The Office one, definitely. The Office one is like... The Office one is the boss one... I think it was because I needed to be in a sexual mood for such a long time, like for more than an hour, needed to be sort of like teasing people, and I did get pretty into it. The Gamer Boyfriend one was all right for me. It didn't make me too aroused, although like I was definitely having a lot of fun with it. But I would say a lot of my motivation in the Gamer Boyfriend one was kind of like the whole thing was like, it was a series of ideas where I was like, oh, this will make them mad. Oh, they'll love this. Oh, they'll love this. Oh, they're gonna hate this. Oh, they'll love this, you know. The first part of Boyfriend 3, yes, I enjoyed that one a lot. I'm struggling to think of which other ones really got me going. Yeah, it is difficult to figure it out, isn't it? Thank you, Snowtaku, Mavie, Ram the Cat, Rena Lee, Holly Jolly Packer, thank you very much. The sexiest thing anyone can do is learn to ballroom dance, even a simple box step. Can my lord dance? Adigan, thank you very much. I'm here to tell you right now. I am a dad dancer. I do not know how to ballroom dance. I do not know how to dance at all. I am a dad dancer. I dance like a silly boy. I dance very powerfully. When I'm drunk especially, I will go nuts on the dance floor. I will break dance. Not well, but I will try. I am a dad dancer. I'm sorry to let you guys down, but I am not a suave waltz artist. I am a silly boy who does the sprinkler and thinks he's the hottest guy in town. Mommy, Sue, thank you. 977, Ignis, thank you very much. Can you split my legs apart like a Christmas ham? That would be nice. Also, who the fuck is having ham at Christmas? Do you guys not have turkey? Tang Tang, thank you very much. Are BF and Gamer BF the same person? Whichever one you want to believe, I guess. I'm not here to interrupt anyone's ideas of what's canon and what's not. No name NN, thank you very much for the super. I wish I could give you a hug, IRL, but thank you. Where is dark mode? Thank you. Yoryo. If I had a daughter, which member of EN would I allow her to marry? That is a good question. That is a good question. If my daughter was betrothed to a member of EN, who would I approve? The people. No, not Eveland. He's mine. He's mine. Okay, yes. So, okay, a number of suitors, okay? Fuchan? Definitely. I feel like he'd be a very doting and loving husband. Shu, because I think he'd be very interesting, and he would probably be really good with kids. Selene? No. Selene is a gamer. That's a disaster waiting to happen. Selene would put her gaming above the family. I don't think that's a good idea. Enna? No, not Enna. Enna's like me. She's way too mentally ill to start a family. Fuchan, yes. Ren, yes. Ren is amazing. Hold on. Xuanjia, thank you very much. Emma Jane, thank you. Jade Oracle, Moa Mao, Koragard, Q Kazoo, Broadstar, Bad Pen. Let me just quickly. What was that question? Oh. Chloe H, thank you for super. Ren is amazing because Ren, he's such a normie, but I think that's wonderful. Like, I don't think I've ever seen him pressed about anything in his life. I don't think I've ever seen him remotely upset about anything. Like, I wish I could be like him. I wish I could be like Ren, where when we played Crab Game, and like he was like, "Do I have the bomb?" And I was like, "Yeah, you got to scroll." And he's like, "Oh, I have to what?" And he blew up, and it was like, "Oh," and he just laughed it off. I was like, "Bro, this man is so calm, 24/7. He is just zooted every single day, and I love that for him. So yeah, Ren would be good. Mr. would food poison them, no thanks. Luca, no. Luca would probably throw them off a cliff. Rosami, yes. Rosami would be good. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. Yes, Nina is like the mom, and so I get it. Yeah, she would probably be a very loving, caring wife. But I have to be honest. Think about her drinking habits. Do I put it past her to perhaps if she was carrying, you know, perhaps, you know, if I allowed my daughter to go off, like, yes, be with Nina. Would she drink while pregnant? I'll let you be the judge. Illyra, yes, I think Illyra would be a very responsible wife. I would be happy to. Kyo. I mean, he's nice. Pomu is a little scary. I would say maybe not Pomu. Cat Kitoshi, thank you. Key Diva, thank you very much. Cat Kitoshi. Maria, yes. Alban, yes. Uki, yes. Uki Mama. Uki would be a great mother. To actually no, I can't betroth my daughter to Uki. He's gay. You guys, come on. I wouldn't want to betroth my daughter to someone who's not interested in her. Willow Akuma, thank you very much, and Xtina, thank you very much as well. Millie, no. Millie's the one who Millie, you know. Would you allow your child to be wed to someone who lives in a box? And people are bringing up Reimu. Abso-fucking-lutely not. I don't want to subject another person, least of all my own daughter, the light of my life. Wendy, darling, light of my life. I'm not gonna hurt you. I don't want to subject another member of my family, least of all my daughter, who I would theoretically protect and love with all my heart, to someone who acts like that. Just, no, not a question, not a question. Emu, thank you very much. A to Z A. Will let my daughter marry a kid? Absolutely. Absolutely I would. You guys would be wonderful. I mean, I'm in need. What are you trying to say here? How about Ike? Ike is mine! Yozora, thank you very much. Happy birthday to your friend. Listen, guys, you seem to have forgotten. Shoto is not a member of NIJISANJI EN. But no, I would not betroth my daughter to Shoto because my daughter would be a demon, and he's a demon slayer. I don't want to run that risk. So just in case any of you guys were not aware, believe it or not, he's not a member of NIJISANJI EN. He'd pull that butter knife. I feel like he's the kind of guy who would pull a knife, like, in a cold sweat every single night, and, you know, his partner would be like, "Jeez, put that thing away," and he's like, "Sorry, I thought there was a demon." Scarlet would probably be good. I mean, she's a very hard worker. She'd definitely be a she'd definitely, like, provide for the family really well, wouldn't she? So, Saudi, I have not finished God of War yet, no, but I'm getting close. I locked, thank you very much. Locked, yeah, I'm sorry. Luluel, thank you very much. And Snow Neko, thank you. Oliver would be good. Sunny, it's difficult to say. I mean, Sunny's all, like, soft and cute most of the time, and then he murders a cat in cold blood. So I'm gonna say a hard maybe on Sunny. He'll have to come to a few family dinners. So what are your intentions with my daughter? Okay, now this is a really funny meme. There's a, so in RuneScape, what you've got is each weapon has different attack styles, right? And the spear has 3 attack styles. And there's a meme which says, so, what are your intentions with my daughter? And it lists the 3 attack styles for the spear in RuneScape, and they are swipe, pound, block. And that's a classic. Yeah, Shu I've already said would be good. Shu is good. Asta's like... Asta's not even like... He says he's like 1,070 years old. This bro is like... Not even a baby. He's like a cat. You know, I don't think I could really do that. Benny, thank you for the my dear friend is really sick. She needs some hugs. Money, or joking. I really hope that you're the one who I really hope you manage to make it out of this. Thank you for all of your hard works with the donation project, and I hope that you have a speedy recovery, okay? I'm here for you. And Benny, thank you for the Akasupa. Your highest oh my god. Ignis, thank you very much. Do you ever play God of War and think Kratos and Atreus is you and your dad? I do whenever I play it. I like to imagine that it's I'm Kratos and Atreus is my son. You know. Oh, all of the... Okay, not big minor spoilers, but Atreus and Angerboda. Atreus channeling all of his angsty teenage rebellion into forming a really awkward crush on, like, the first girl his age that he meets. It's so cute. It's so cute. I really enjoy those two. Ichigo Washi, thank you. Ruby, Sola, and Huma, thank you very much. So yes, I more so view it's me, Kratos, on a journey with my boy. Boy. Ruby and Sola, thank you very much. And Ivy, thank you very much as well. Would you feel me like a Christmas turkey? You bet it, baby. Boy. Do not be sorry. Be better. Spoilers are over, yes, guys. No, I'm just musing. Boy. Just play more Draugr over here. Boy. Alright, thank you for the Oxy. We're still not ready for Friday. Help me, give me a kiss to relieve my stress. Yes, Jade Oracle, thank you for the super. Went to a bar recently with my friends and I'm a little disappointed I didn't see your name under the long and hard drinks menu. That was a good one. That was a good one. Well, you know. Maybe you gotta go to some more bars. Maybe you'll be in luck some other place. Pooling and Society, thank you very much. Yeah, Atreus, like, in Ragnarok, he's a little older, and the voice actor is, like, still really fucking talented. It's incredible that they found, like, such an incredible, like, young actor, and that his talent really didn't go away as he got older. You know, he's really fucking talented. Is Ganondorf your new main? Because I'm curious if that great set of yours can reach my hitbox when we smash. Why the fuck would you doubt me that way? Jesus Christ. Why would you doubt me like that? 200 left, let's go. Okay, I wanna gush for a second, and I'll tell more about this at the after party. But I imagine since today's more of a relaxed little stream, I'll be able to tell some stories twice. So I'll tell you guys some production stuff from the cover that I've wanted to share. TJ, thank you very much for the super. So. During the cover, next second, thank you very much. I'll tell you about the thing. So I went to Diego, Pretty Patterns, to begin with. And based on a recommendation from Enna and Uki and a number of other people who had worked with him before, I decided, you know what? I love this guy's work. I'm gonna contact him. So we got on a call, explained the concept for the song, which I will not tell you guys. You will have to wait until you see it. Explain my ideas for how we were gonna adapt the song to make it more fitting for me, because you might have heard the introduction to the song in the teaser you heard is very different from the original. So, you know, And so I spoke to him, and it's really incredible just how easy it is when you have friends who are wanting to sort of bring you into this new world, because I had no idea how to actually get a cover off the ground. I don't know anything about production, mixing, harmonies, whatever. I am not a singer at all, and even though I'm getting a little better at it, the technical side of it is just completely lost on me. And so I spoke with Diego, and he really liked the idea, and so he signed on. And then he said, all right, I'm just going to put a little team together. And he got a hold of Enna and Aravan as well, who is the mixer. And I'll tell you guys about him a little bit later as well. So you guys haven't heard any vocals from the song yet, but let me tell you, Enna and I blend surprisingly well. And throughout the process, every time Enna sent us some samples and we put them together, it was like, damn! Obviously, Enna has been singing for God knows how many years and is so fucking talented. I feel really blessed to have someone of that long and learned of a singing history helping me out, and you can really hear it when the backup vocals are heard. You're going to really enjoy her. But the main person that I really want to shout out is Aravan, who so I wanted to record vocals for the song before I left for a little trip to see my friends. My friends and I, we were going to go to Center Parks, and I wanted to record all my vocals for it before I left. And so I tried recording it, but it just wasn't working. I tried just sitting there, screaming into my microphone, recording as best I could, but it just wasn't sounding right. And so I messaged him and I said, bro, I don't know what I'm doing. I just really don't think it's sounding okay. And he said, okay, well, you go and have your trip, and then I'll sit with you and I'll help you go through. Oh yes, this has been in the works for a really long time. Like I said, I wanted this to come out when I wanted this to be released when I came back from my break. I wanted it originally to be released when we hit 1 million subs. It's been in the work for a long time. And hopefully I'll be able to produce more covers in future a little quicker. But obviously the main thing we were waiting for was the MV, which you guys are going to be very impressed with. But essentially I came back from my trip and then we got on call, and I don't know how he did it, but this guy just knew exactly what he needed and how to get it out of me, and he coached me so well. Like, I was so nervous. Like, singing in a karaoke in front of everybody is fine because it's such a big audience and I'm just having fun. But when it's for a cover in front of one guy who's a professional music producer and mixer and singer, I was really nervous. But somehow he made me feel really comfy. And he just said, you know what, just go off, do it. And we did a number of different sessions with pickups and stuff we missed the first few goes. And every time we did a session, he would say, yo, you sound so much better than you did last time. You're growing a lot. And I was like, oh, like, it really did help my confidence that I went in with like this very, very muted and low level of confidence. And he really like helped me feel like I genuinely had some talent that needed to be expressed, which for singing, I never thought I did. For singing, I've always thought that my talent was sort of just that I was only doing it to make people happy. When in reality, now that I've done this cover, I want to sing a lot more. A lot more. I have a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun producing this cover, and I want to work with these guys again, but also to work with lots of other people, because I have ideas for other covers that are going to sound very different than the way this one sounds. And I want to do an original song as well one day. I just need to figure out what to do, who to do it with. But rest assured, when this cover is out, I am starting work on my next one immediately. I don't want to wait. I don't want to take too much time. I just want to get on it as soon as I can. As many as I can do, because I had so much fun. And seeing the response to that cover and the trailer, like, and how a tweet with a link in it, like, for those of you who don't know, Twitter automatically suppresses tweets that have links in them. and links and ads and stuff, because what it does is it takes the user away from Twitter, so it makes sense. For a tweet with a link in it to reach like 40,000 likes in less than 24 hours is fucking crazy. The response to it, and the amount of fan art that got drawn before people have even seen the MV itself, it's absolutely crazy. And I feel so gifted, so gifted, and so blessed that I am around so many friends and so many people who want to help me make this kind of thing. Because to me, even though I've never really had much of a stake in music, and I never really thought I was very good at it, music has always been my main way of planning out a story. A name I can't read, thank you. And Mona, thank you very much. Yuki and Swing, thank you very much. Diorenka, Nekosaka, and Abo, thank you. And Cherry Carnival. So whenever I have an idea for a story, I always go about it. I always go about it by finding a playlist. I always go about it by putting music together, and each song informs the way that a scene will play out. I did it that way for the Mad Scientist ASMR as well. I was listening to the soundtrack from Silence of the Lambs. You know, that really informed the way that I wanted to do it. And so what I now have is my ability to tell more of my story and more of my my life throughout the past 400 years, to regale you with some tales in a really bombastic, interesting, and musical way. And I will tell you, that is my plan. I want to inform you guys all about various different events from throughout my life, and some of it will be in a more dialogue-focused way. Some of it will be more like my debut comic, but some of it will be done through song in a cover, and I can't wait to see what you all think about it. I will say I want to have... I would say that when I got into this business, I wanted to have a really compelling story to tell, and I am not done. So you will be seeing a lot more of me in the coming years. I hope I have a lot to show off to you. Haruka, thank you. You, Pami, thank you very much. Maru, thank you for the Akasupa. And Keonan, thank you very much as well. Yeah, now that's the thing. It's that I've come into this industry with different expectations, I think. Caroline, thank you very much. Saskia, meow meow, thank you very much. What I've realized is, Chiu, thank you very much. What I've realized is, coming into the VTuber community, and VTubers, and you know, understanding ETIQUETTE and all of these other communities built around singing, is that they're very sort of like built upon tradition, and that's not a bad thing. I mean, think about NIJISANJI, for example. Murasaki, thank you very much. Think about NIJISANJI. There are so many songs that feel as though it's tradition for everyone to sing at some point, like Virtual to Live, for example. There have been a lot of covers of Virtual to Live, and that's tradition, and that's wonderful. The same as the song King, which, I mean, everyone and their fucking grandma has covered at some point. When I got into this, I never would have thought that it would be normal for that many covers to be needed for a single song, but that's tradition. And thing is, me going into this, I don't want to make a cover or make a song because it's like, oh, sure, that would sound good. What I'll tell you right now is that every cover that I have planned and every song that I have planned is a song that is personal to me and something that specifically fits a period in my life. And hopefully, by the time I finish those plans, you will know a lot more about me as a person. So I don't really have a motivation to carry on the status quo and to... Although maybe one day I will cover some more of those traditional songs because they do sound really good. For me, when I make a cover, I want it to be something that is meaningful specifically to me and to produce music that you wouldn't hear anywhere else. So that's always been my idea. Thank you very much to Yan, Utahime, Aki Akira, Gladys, and Momoli. Thank you very much. Can you have some of my vitamin D? Only if you ask that nicely. Dr. Hannah, thank you very much for the Akasuba. Last Sunday, I just finished the Unplugged show, and I'm so happy. I can't wait to watch your cover. I think that song is suitable for your husky voice. Yes, yes. And Sylvain, thank you. Aravind had some really interesting ideas for how I should sing the song, and you guys will get to hear his very interesting vocal direction when the cover comes out on Friday. And I'm so excited for you guys to finally see it. Mamero, thank you very much. Very sexy of you to be covering songs that mean a lot to you. Banking on at least one Trevor something cover. I do love his music. I do love his music. I'll think about it. Xingya and... Hey! 1 mil 200k, 1200,000. Thank you very much, everybody, for all the support today. Baba 2.0, Scoop, thank you for the Akasupa. Case M, thank you. Oh god, and here it goes again. Meowie, thank you very much. 02, Reinhardt, thank you. Sue, thank you for the Akasupa. Congratulations, thank you so much. There's a lot of supers, oh god. Koyuki, thank you very much. Sapphire, Kira, Afua, Nikia, thank you very much. Nekosaka, Masato, Yuyuki, Huma. Oh shit, it's so difficult to actually keep track of these. Huma, Flora522, thank you very much. Ada, thank you very much. Ami, thank you for the Akasupa. Oh my god, you guys are being so generous. I can't. It's going too fast. Fuck. I can't. I just looked at Twitter. Mr. said, I'm going to fuck you. That distracted me for a second. Oh, holy shit. Okay. Thank you, Aikaj. Thank you, Sao. Thank you, thank you, Mero. Thank you very much. Thank you to Yagiko for the gifted members. Shinji for the gifted members. Thank you, Matsuko, for the Akasupa. Thank you, Haruru Toast. Thank you very much. Thank you, Danica, Ariane, Manabi. Thank you very much. Nutvi, thank you for the Akasupa. Kuroi 2.0. Youngju, thank you very much. Yuyu, thank you. Lady Lily, thank you for the Akasupa. Congratulations on your 1.2. Thank you very much. Nozomi, thank you. Olivin K, Dasha, Fern, thank you very much. Oyasumi Okami, thank you very much for the Akasupa. I will support you in your future endeavors. Thank you very much. Your grammar is wonderful. Don, thank you very much. Anne, Ian, One Shy Peach, Yuki, thank you very much for the Akasupa. Summer, thank you very much. Audrina, thank you. Sweetie, thank you for the Akasupa. Dusk, thank you very much. Aura, Koyaso, thank you very much. Porei, thank you for the Akasupa. Adadede, thank you very much for the Akasupa. Meow Meow, you, thank you very much. Naku, Joytang, Hayako, Swing, thank you very, very much. Oh my fucking god. Guys, look at all of this. What the fuck? Hold on, brother, hold on. There's so much. Oh, what the hell? Oh my god. Ugh. I'm just having to rapidly click. So at the top of YouTube, there's the ticker with all the different supers in it. I'm trying to scroll back far enough so I can read all of them, but you guys are sending so many that it's actively like fighting. It's fucking fighting back against me. Okay, Hamin, thank you very much. Wenting, Sylvia Chung, Miki, thank you very much. Ako, thank you very much. Shiromochi, Yure, Rang. Oh no, I fucked it up. Lulu Elf, thank you for the Akasupa. AR, thank you very much. Maruilin, thank you for the Akasupa. So proud of you. 522 million, let's go. I'm looking forward to it. Phoebe Kun, thank you very much. Carried Wen, thank you very much. Irika, Celia, Rena Lee, thank you very much. Koharu, thank you for the Akasupa. Yuka, thank you very... Fucking hell, it's so difficult to click on all of these. Fucking hell, bruv. It is actually fighting me. It is fighting me. There we go. Roku, Behind Zero. Elaine. Kali, Tamamaki, Sophia, Kumio Vixen, Murasaki, Candy, Estang, Audrina, thank you very much. Venus Akuma, Domek, thank you for the Akasupa. Woo! Vanilla, thank you very much. Shit. Vox Akuma, Luki Kaneshiro, thank you very much. Nikki Huang, Kuroshida. Fuck. Faye ZH, thank you very much. S Vanilla. Bob Bingy, thank you very much. Bingy, that's a name I recognize. DH Zhong, thank you very much. Ranko, Seijin, Jenny Alex. Fuck. Shinsha, thank you. First Sight. Melody Chilling YOLO. Holy Water. Sadia. Now X Now. Dina. Malapiece. Yuan Ling. Eddie. Oh! Rumi, thank you very much. Lin Lin, thank you very much. Lady Lily, thank you for the Akasuba. I would really appreciate some kisses. Arctic White Lily. Iris, thank you. Natsume-kun, thank you. Hoyen, thank you for the 20 gifted members. Sei, Yunyun, thank you very much. Janin, thank you. Bogang, thank you. Ginger, Fafafamili, Dabida-Do. Shizuku, Donguri, Joksan, Ria, Ren-sama, Koyuki, Ineki, Nado, Tian, Yutsinger, Amedayo, thank you. Yufeng, thank you for the Aka Super. Summer, Gristle, Alex Chan, Francesca. Fuck. Popo, thank you. Sora. No, I had it. Don't scroll away from me just yet. Gristle, Rip Gloves, Yoisu. Quite a few of them are disappearing before my eyes. I'm sorry. You, thank you. Hikari, thank you. Meowpuff, thank you. Silent, thank you. Karina, thank you. Tantan, thank you. Hana, thank you. Miru, thank you. Suki, thank you. Belissa, thank you. Huma, thank you. Mint Pepper, Ines, Gigi, thank you. Frozen Mushroom, thank you for the Akasupa. Nabi, Pin, Saki, 02, thank you for the Akasupa. Pluvia, thank you. Suika, thank you. Nikoko, May, Miyu, thank you. Luna, thank you. Parang, thank you. Bakayase, thank you very much. Rachel Shen, Bluebird, Haru, thank you. Rainy, thank you. Ning, thank you very much. Iuha, Didia, Anya, Wani, Saskia, fuck, Tsuki God, Shiro, Ishigawashi. Jesus Christ, this UI is useless. Peachy Gam. Ruby, thank you. Laura, thank you very much. And Coraline, thank you very much. Sky Stalkings, thank you. Michiko, thank you for the Akasupa. Caridwen, Riri, Yuekiki, thank you. Meowbing, thank you for the Akasupa. Peiying, Rabbit, thank you. Seri, Elaine, thank you very much. I can't read that name, sorry. Aki, thank you. Blue Poyo, thank you. Pore, Aristotle, Xing, Sao, Liz Ru, Ming, Jenny, Mio Angelo, thank you for the Akasupa. 1.2 mil, congratulations. Momo, Yang, Haloziv, Xiao Zhang, Lily Nyan, Kuratobi, Winson, Tato, fuck! Sin Ata, Malenda, Kurosata, Michaela, thank you for the Akasupa. A name I can't read. Tarushka Boop. I'm rapping. Violetta Akuma, thank you. Jupiter, thank you. Miyuki, thank you. Rokusuke, thank you. 20 gifted members from Red Aster, thank you. Jade Oracle, thank you very much. Akupapa, thank you very much. Jade Oracle. A name I can't read, thank you very much. Frederick, thank you very much. Appalicious, thank you very much. Yuanshi, thank you very much. Rain, thank you very much. Yuki Uchigo, thank you very much. Kusulu, thank you very much. Crystal, thank you very much. Kin, thank you very much. Sari, Kanan, Mao, Panko, thank you very much. Zoe, thank you very much. Peichan, thank you very much for the Akasupa. Berry Bean Pie, thank you very much. Bintang T, Xiarani, thank you very much. Woo Wawa Gaga, thank you very much. Nebula, Rui Akina, Qingpei, An, Yui, Sugidi, thank you. Akia, thank you. Mianya, thank you. Thank you very much. K-Love, Lucia, thank you very much. A name I can't read, thank you for the gifted members. Shanting, Foggy, Witch's Tree, Anme, thank you very much. Baudre, a name I can't read. Aki, thank you very much. Fucking hell. Huma, thank Raknaka Dekdi, Miki, Katsura, YF, a name I can't read. Wei Kane, Chain, whichever. Miki, Mikey, Samantha Shin, Koni, a name I can't read. Ringo, Moi, Tsukide, Flora26, June, Lily, thank you very much. Nana77, thank you for the Akasupa. Bakayase, Shun, Shushu, Gia, Linlin, thank you very much. Voxus Goldfish, Yubo, Alicia, S Vanilla, Sunshine, Ame, Mandu, Rainy, Kuruneko, Dadadabidu, Okayu, Kusako, Buyu, S Nolan, YQCH, Balmy Laurel, Anna, Murasaki, Happy Jam Jam, Summer, Ekonti-san, Anne Oyang, H. Emistry, Olivin K, Tabi, Celia, Miwa, Miki. A name I can't read, and Jay Shen. Fucking hell, guys! I figured we were gonna have a relaxing little Zatsudan today, and then you guys go ahead and fucking pay for my kids' college tuition. Thank you, I really appreciate that, guys. Jiayu Shen, Reverien, Laoponi, Hao Tian, Lina, Usagi Nuku's clip, thank you very much for the Akasupa. Kuku Miao, thank you for the Akasupa. Chia Ling, thank you very much. Xiao Chan, Sov, Sky Stalkings, Hanyi, Lin Akalef, Jingjing, Oblivion Avenue, Yun, Tang Tang, Elsh, Nu, Luna, and Arashi. Thank you very much. And Huma, and Nan, and Chao, and Cello, and Kasano. Thank you for the Akasupa. Omedeto, thank you very much. I'm going crazy, guys. I'm going fucking insane. Oh, Eloise, thank you very much for the super. This was a fun stream, guys. I'm really glad I could have introduced myself back to this. Back to streaming with just a little Zatsu to get us started with the week. Tep Tep, Carrot Wen, Chloe, Mufang, thank you very much, and Guan Yuan and Ru Miao, and you guys are still going, and Xiaochu and Holy Jolly Packer, thank you very much. Ria, thank you very much. So, plans for the week. Let's give that a break. Let's give that a break. Yay, thank you for the Akasupa. Love you too. Oh, sorry, I burped. Let's give that a break, okay? So, Adnia, Apolia, Quildred, Summer, fucking hell. The Cookie Club and Eileen and Miratress, thank you very much. And Chen Angel, thank you very much. Okay, plans for the week. So, I'm going to reattempt the Secret Agent ASMR on Sunday because I'll be able to make a few changes, and I think that if I give myself a week of streaming to warm up to it, I should be okay. I'm going to make some changes to make sure that vent scene feels a lot more earned, and then hopefully it'll be a lot better for everybody involved. Thank you, Shoto! It feels good. Thank you, baby. Rika, thank you very much. Ro, thank you very much. So yes, once I've warmed up to that, I should be good, and that's why we're also early in the week. I want to try a new type of stream where I just turn on the ASMR mic while I'm playing a normal sort of video game. And that will be 3 scary games. So, the 2 games I have planned so far, I need a third one still. We're going to be playing Growing My Grandpa and Iron Lung. And then after that, I need to figure something else out. So I'm going to try and play some scary games without screaming my head off. And so we're just going to have cozy ASMR with scary games. I'm also really excited to say again that I've been able to find a way of streaming with a DS, so I'm going to be able to play some DS games. I've ordered Mario Kart DS that I'm going to be playing a day after that. Akio, thank you. Susie, thank you. Tokito, thank you for 50 gifted members. Hiyukia, thank you very much. So, yes, absolutely. I am going to be having a lot of fun with that. We're also going to be watching Birdman with members, which will be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that pretty substantially. That's going to be a lot of fun. And it's also sort of required, I would say, homework for the Rival Actors ASMR, which I'll probably do next week. Yana Yana, Sugaharu, thank you very much. And then we're going to be playing some more. And also, it's not on the schedule, but on Friday, I'm going to be playing some more Overwatch. I'm going to be joined by Muma, who is a professional Overwatch player. He used to be the, I'm not sure if he is anymore, but he used to be the main tank player for the Houston Outlaws. And he is going to be joining me on stream on Friday, and he's going to be coaching me and teaching me how to play tank. And I'm really fucking excited for that. And yes, I will also be collabing with Aya. Aya has a hot take show going on her channel, and I'm going to be joining her on, I believe, Wednesday. So I'm looking forward to that. So lots going on this week. And then, of course, on Friday will be the release of my cover. So I'm hoping that my camera has been delivered. So I am actually going to end the stream there. Jia Yinglin, thank you very much. I want some time to experiment with that, see what I can get done. Maybe it includes a dummy lens that I can use to fuck around with it. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Gladys, thank you. Sosauri, thank you for the Akasupa. Eva, thank you very much. Really, all I wanted to do today was to kind of ease myself back into streaming. Slack! I really wanted to ease myself back into streaming with something cozy, and you guys did not disappoint. You gave me a really warm, lovely hug, and I can't wait to spend the rest of the week with all of you guys. Saki QJ, thank you very much for the Akasupa. And Han Yi, thank you very much as well. So So yeah, there's so much going on this week, including the cover, and I really can't wait for that. Guan, thank you very much. So I'll tell you guys more stories about the production of the song when we have the after party. Winston, Shilik, thank you very much. Rebecca M, thank you for the Akasupa. And Moo, thank you very much. So yes, if I could say anything else, the cover is coming on Friday. Please tell your friends, get excited, be there to support me because I'm very nervous, and so is everybody else. Goo, thank you. Gladys, thank you very much for the gifted members. Everyone's really excited for the cover, and as soon as it comes out, I'm gonna start work on another cover. I'm shit you not, I am just gonna keep this fucking ball rolling because I am so excited. K-chan, Pammy, thank you very much, and Cinelox, thank you very much. All right, that's gonna be all from me. I'm gonna log off, but thank you very much for coming out and seeing me today. I had such a lovely time, and I will see you all really, really soon. I'm actually... Angela, thank you for the Akasupa. Boys Love and Taxation, thank you. I'm not sure if the spy ending screen applies... Hang on a minute. It does. Shit. Okay, never mind. Alright, I'm just gonna have to cut this off quickly without going to the ending screen. Boys Love and Taxation, Asteria Lou, thank you, because that would spoil the ending of the ASMR. 02, thank you for the Akasupa. Congrats on 1.2 mil, even though it wasn't a great day. Love hearing your voice. That means a lot to me. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. I'm going to see you all tomorrow where we are going to... What are we doing tomorrow? We're doing the members watch along and we're playing some scary games. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye! I love you. Bye. Sorry.